Hey guys, what's up? I got Mackenzie in the house, and Mackenzie has just wrapped up a year's worth of training with me, Coach Kally V, in the KVS mentorship, and she is moving on. And I'm just super excited to be a part of her journey because we have accomplished so much more than just pitching. I mean, just so much mental growth, emotional growth, but I'm going to say less because this is all about Mackenzie's experience in the program. And Mackenzie, go ahead and introduce yourself for those of you that don't know her.
I'm Mackenzie Lapaho. I am a junior at Xavier, 2027. I'm a left-handed pitcher, and I also hit for
Love it. And she plays some first.
yeah, and some first.
Yeah. Perfect. All right. So, Kens, before joining the program and training with me, what were you struggling with the most?
Probably, I'd say accuracy and speed, maybe. Yeah, those two things. But I
Okay.
had good, like the spin. It was just like I was a very like wild, not wild pitcher, but you know.
I feel like you were just like, you're on this brink of like just transforming and you just felt kind of chaotic. And then once you learned how to like harness all that, that like helped everything out.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So, what has changed the most for you since being inside the mentorship?
I would say, well, my accuracy has gone up a lot. So I don't hit as many batters. My speed has stayed like I've been able to consistently throw like the speed that I wanted to. And I'd say I've gained a better, I guess, like mine's
Yeah, I would say that. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you hit like 2 PRs in the program. You hit like 63 in high school season, and then in Huntington, you hit 60.
yeah. I don't know if it's running. I don't know when it was. It was either fall or late. So
Yeah, I swear I think it was Huntington because I just remember being at the Airbnb and you sending me like a screenshot of Game Changer. And I
yeah.
was like, woo! So I could be wrong. I was your coach for a year. You know how I go like squirrel.
Mhm.
Okay, so what can you do on the mound now that you couldn't do before?
That I couldn't do before. Well, I mean, I don't hit as many right-handed batters, so I get to compete better in that aspect. I'm more like collected on the mound, like not that I showed emotion before, but just like better, you know?
Yeah, you've learned how to harness it,
Mhm.
tunnel it, love it. Well, speaking of the mental side of everything, let's talk about mindset and confidence. How has your confidence changed?
I've been more confident throwing inside to batters and not afraid to just like, just throw it in there. And
Yeah, you're a
yeah, that's
left-handed pitcher. You have a great curveball, and there was so much fear associated with that because you would hit the right-handed batter. And
Mhm.
I feel like you just like totally accepted it. Like it's a part of the game. But in that, you actually lowered hitting batters. So there was a lot of growth for sure. What do you do now when you start getting in your head?
I just like remind myself who I am and like what I can do and I guess how far I've come. And I guess just in the moment I told myself to remember to breathe and that it really is. I mean, it is like it's just like a game, Like it doesn't define like me personally. Like it doesn't affect my character whether or not I hit a home run or strike out or hit a batter or don't, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Win or lose, walk or strike out, hit a batter, it just doesn't matter. Ooh, I should write a song about that. What does it feel like to step on the mound now, having been gone through the program compared to where you were before?
Wait, how has it been like stepping on the mound before the program and after?
Yeah, like how is it like stepping on now versus how it was then?
I mean, I feel like I've been more focused on like the batters overall, like not just like throwing, but like really looking at the type of batter it is, you know?
Hmm.
Like you get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, you size them up.
Yeah, I'm able to like I have better like IQ of like what I should throw batters.
Love that. Paying attention to where they're at in the lineup.
Mhm.
seeing what they did last time. Like if you threw a right-handed batter high and away and she got her hands to it, she's crowding the plate. There's a reason why she got her hands to it. She's got quick hands. Like there's a lot of things you can tell, right, from those characteristics. So good. As far as structure and development go, how is the mentorship different from just taking lessons every week with somebody?
Like, wait. Hold on. Can you repeat that?
Yeah. So, how is the mentorship? Like, you were in the program, you had
Mhm.
drill work, you had the ability to quote unquote train with me every day if you wanted to. How is that different from just taking lessons from someone and not having anything in between?
I'd say it's like, I guess, a lot more personal and, like, yeah, like, it's a lot more personal, like, to you, I guess, and the
More
mentors.
individually designed for you?
Yeah.
I like that. That's a great answer. Do you feel like you always know what you're working on and why when you were going through the program?
Yeah, I feel like I was always well, cause we would go over, like not, like, my weaknesses, but, like, areas of growth, and then you just, like, kinda build on that and, expand it, and, like, every week, like, you just, like, keep on building on that. You just, like, keep on building and building.
Yeah, it's literally meeting you where you are to get you to where you want to be.
Mhm.
Perfect. And then how has your bullpen routine or training overall changed since you've came through the program?
My Ks just look a little different, and I warm up a little bit faster now. My bullpens are more like at home bullpens are more like drill based instead of just going through my pitches and just like having my dad like help like just like spot them but more mechanically inclined.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Now, when you do bullpens, let's say you don't do bullpens at home, where were you doing your bullpens?
Like long toss or practice. Is that what you mean? Yeah. So I would do like long toss at the park or like my club coach designs certain things that she likes me to also like to build on like what you give me
Mm-hmm.
in practice. So I it's all drill based pretty much, and then I just throw to live batters, but like with drills.
And then, so would you say you did like your bullpens, like when you and I would train together and we would get through, 7 batters and stuff like that? You know, how I would give you a bullpen assignment and I would say, I need you to write down like where your hit was, where your miss was, where was the
Oh,
adjustment kind of
yeah,
thing?
I kept like a journal when I did that. Yeah.
Perfect. Did that make a difference? Do you feel like that added value to you as a pitcher?
Yeah, will allow me to see like what type of like pitches work together for me. And it allowed me to see like what different pitches were like paired with each other and how like the outcome was like in a batter, I guess.
Yeah, sequencing.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite bullpens that I did with you was the one, well, I actually had two. See, that was like two, two bullpens that were very memorable for me as your coach was the one where we would create the story.
Mhm.
Had a lot of fun with those. And it just, I don't know, like I just saw a side of you that it was just cool to be right there with you as you're like working through that. And then the second one was the self-grading one.
Yeah.
I felt like you grew a lot on that one.
Yeah,
Like,
I liked those 2 ones. 'Cause I mean, like, the stories help you depict, like, a character of a type of batter that you, might see in real life, and you already kind of understand how you would wanna throw with them in the different scenarios with that batter. And then the other one just allows you to, I guess just, like, see and, like, understand your pitches.
yeah. Yeah, because just like any of the like whenever you're envisioning like your games and your pitches and stuff, yes, we all want to see ourselves winning and throwing great pitches and striking batters out, but we also want to well, what if this happens? So like when you and I would do the stories of like, ooh, she hit it over here and so made an error. And, like, what are you going to do now? And I think when I really knew you had a breakthrough as your coach is when you said, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about
Mhm.
this. And I was like, cha-ching, like, let's go. It's like locked in, ready to roll. And that just showed me a lot about how much you had mentally grown in the program. When before, I think you came in almost feeling like you had to be a certain way and you had to fit a certain mold.
Mhm.
And through the program, you've been able to gain wisdom and experience from other great coaches as well, like your travel ball coach, phenomenal travel ball coach, and just able to formulate this pattern for you that like it's a positive pattern, like it's building you success,
Mhm.
And I just, it's been an honor to be able to just sit back and watch you bloom in that aspect. So as far as culture and why, like, if you were able to stay, why you would want to stay kind of scenario. Why did you stay the whole time? Like, why did you stay training with me for a year?
I liked your style of coaching and, like, how it felt personal to me, like the connection, I guess, yeah.
Yep. I think on the last evaluation call we did, you said that I'm like a second mom. And I was like, oh, that's super nice. So I love that. My last question would be, what would you tell a pitcher who's thinking about joining?
Do it.
Do it. How do you think that pitcher could talk to her parents? What if her parents were like, on the fence, program? Why does my kid need that? My daughter gets weekly lessons. What would you say? Because you're somebody who's had weekly lessons, and then
Mhm.
you go into my program and it's like you're able to work on stuff and you're able to get feedback whenever you needed it in between. So if that girl was on the fence, like, no, it's okay. I see a pitching coach once a week. And what would you tell her? Like, obviously do it, but like a little bit more.
Like, well, if you work with her, then you could have a pitching coach every day, and you also get a mentor with it, and it's like a whole little package deal for yourself, and it's just like it's a more personal experience, so, yeah, it won't just be just like a pitching lesson. It'll be also like a mentor.
Yeah. Hence why it's a mentorship and not a membership. I love it. Well, Kens, thank you so much for jumping on the call. I really appreciate it. And it's been an absolute honor to be a part of your journey.
Yeah, I'm glad that you got to be a part of it.
I am too.